All right, here with reaction is South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. Senator, how are you?
Thank
Good
you,
to see you.
Sean.
Okay.
Thank you.
What I saw today with some Hamas militants, they were trying to assassinate. They did assassinate a number of people, shot them in the back of the head. They don't want peace.
No. So two things. You mentioned people who didn't congratulate Trump. They're a very small part of the planet. Most people on the planet realizes that President Trump, through his will and the determination of the IDF to fight Hamas, those two things came together, and these 20 people are alive today and free today because of the will of Donald Trump and the bravery of the IDF. I'm going to take the 20-point plan for peace in the Mideast that I think is historic, and I'm going to bring it to the floor of the United States Senate. And I'm going to ask every senator to vote to support this plan. It would be so good for the world to see 100 senators supporting President Trump's roadmap for peace in the Mideast. It would make this plan more likely to happen. It would bring us together. So I will be introducing very soon a vote in support of President Trump's 20-point plan. And to my Democratic colleagues, lay down your dislike of Trump and let's vote for peace.
I hope so. Do you believe, and you have made at least 30 trips that I know of to that region of the world.
A lot.
For the sake of, threading the needle and making peace. What about the Arab countries that were there with the president?
So the president, through his will and determination, has gotten the Arabs and the Israelis to trust him. And if there were no Donald Trump, these people would still be in bondage. Erdogan and Bibi are oil and water, but he got them working together for the common good. Only Trump could have done that. But a word of caution, there's a bloodletting going on as I speak. The people in Gaza who sided with Israel are being slaughtered by Hamas. There is no stabilizing force. To the Arab world, it's not enough to work with Trump. You need to put troops on the ground tomorrow to stop the bloodletting. If this stabilizing force doesn't come soon, Hamas will slaughter all those who work with Israel and could change the face of Gaza. Israel cannot afford, Sean, to sit on the sidelines and watch people who stood up to help them be slaughtered by Hamas. As I speak tonight, there are discussions in Israel about potentially going back in to save those tribes and clans that had the guts to stand up against Hamas.
Wouldn't it be better if this coalition of Arab countries, that
Much better,
if they would send in troops to protect the region?
Just remember what you said. If the Arab world would be the force to take Hamas down, it would change the region far more than if Israel did it. To our Arab allies, you need to get in on the ground now and stop this bloodletting. Because if you don't, Israel is not going to sit back and watch the people who helped Israel through this conflict be slaughtered. They went in Syria, they'll go back into Gaza if they have to.
Okay, but if the extremists then go back to their old ways and start attacking Israel, the word that President Trump used was, "We will obliterate you."
The most likely scenario for Israel to go back is to defend those who stood up for Israel against slaughter by Hamas. If you want to prevent that, the Arabs need to come up with this force, get onto the ground so Israel doesn't have to do it. One way or the other, these people are going to be protected. To think it makes you strong in the Mideast is when you're reliable. And the one thing I love about our friends in Israel, if you're a friend to Israel, they're a friend to you. Yeah. And they're not going to abandon these people to be slaughtered by Hamas. If Israel has to go back into Gaza to save these people, they will. To the Arab world, don't make them do that.
All right, this is their window of opportunity.
Their window.
They've been on the sidelines for decades. Now they're in the process. Now do your job.
Do your job.
All right, Senator, good to see you.
Thank you
for being with us.